welcome to today's video. We're going to talk an overview introduction to how Bitcoin mining works. Miners are basically the people involved in processing and verifying the transactions before recording in transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain. Miners, the people who own the machines, receive a transaction fee in the form of newly created Bitcoins. Miners compete with everyone on the peer-to-peer network to earn those Bitcoins. As you can see in the slide, the transaction happens where a user generates a request to transfer Bitcoin from one account to another on a mobile device or a computer. So as we saw in an earlier video, one person wanted to make a purchase, pay using Bitcoin, and then get a product from a second user. That would be an example of the transaction, similar to buying anything on Amazon, but this transaction happens to be paid with Bitcoin. The request floats on the Bitcoin network until users in the network, called miners, pick it up for processing. As we see here, during the mining process in step 3, the transactions are packed into data blocks and are randomly assigned with a header. Miners compete to match the block's header with a nonce, an arbitrary number used only once to get a short alphanumeric code called hash, which must have a value below a certain difficulty target. Each hash accepted by the Bitcoin network is rewarded with Bitcoins. The slide shows that it's 25, and in fact, today's value is 6.25. So the reward of Bitcoin is 6.25, but will decrease, as you can tell, as more miners join the network and time goes on. It takes about 10 minutes to process the transaction, and once it's done, it's irreversible. And the hash value is then added to the next block's header, creating a blockchain, which serves as the public ledger of all transactions ever made in the Bitcoin network. There are virtual wallets, private keys, and public keys for authenticating and ensuring the secure transaction. So in simple terms, mining is the process of verifying the transaction of Bitcoin from peer-to-peer, as well as the process to which new Bitcoin enter into circulation. Bitcoin mining is done to record the current Bitcoin transactions in blocks, as we see on the screen, which are then added to the chain, or the record of the past transactions. It takes about 10 minutes to mine one Bitcoin. However, this assumes that the ideal hardware and software is set up. I hope this has helped you have an understanding and an introduction to mining and where we fit in as miners, earning the reward for completing the transaction, marking in the ledger from one person to another. I hope this has been helpful.